Hello, this is Nick from Prestman Auto doing a video walkthrough of our 2019 Ford F-250. So what I'm going to do is we're going to walk all the way around. We're going to check for any dents, scratches, any kind of blemishes in the outside. Then we're going to go inside and go over some of the features, make sure everything's working properly, and we will end it checking out a little bit under the hood just for good measure. So first impressions are really freaking good. Normally you'd expect to see a little bit of rock chipping up on the front just because that's normally where it is, but I'm not seeing anything. So starting off very strong. It does look like it needs a bath, so it's a little dirty, but you know, 'tis the season for that. We're gonna get rain and snow, so that's awesome. But let's start going around. If I do see anything on the exterior, I'll be sure to stop, zoom in, make sure you get a good visual so you know everything going on. So tires on here are in great condition, so you got loads of life left in those. That's fantastic. Paint up here, I'm keeping an eye on it to make sure that the paint, you know, matches if they needed to paint it. I don't know if they did or didn't, but in any case, it is looking fantastic. You would never even know. So, perfect match if they did repaint it. As far as any dents or anything, I'm not seeing anything quite yet, but I'm not giving up. We're gonna try and find something. If there is something there, I will do everything I can to find it. So actually, yes. So we have a very small scratch right down here in the back. I imagine nothing compared to what you're probably gonna do to it, but good to know nonetheless. Good to know. So the back, you got your bed liner back here, which is fantastic. And then up here you have one more small scratch right in there. Let's check the paint on this side real quick, make sure everything's matching correctly. Yeah, looks great. So honestly, as far as the exterior goes, really good. I give it a 9.5 out of 10, so very impressive, especially for a 2019. It's not old, but I mean, it's got a couple years on it, and usually these trucks get beat up pretty bad. So whoever owned it before took real good care of it. Well, let's hop inside and see how the interior is looking. Awesome. So what I'm going to do is we're going to turn the car on, but when I turn it on, I'm going to leave the camera up here on the dash. That way, if there's any kind of warning lights or anything weird popping up, you'll be the first to know. So let's check it out. All right. Looks like we've got one warning light up right now, which is the seatbelt light, which is, you know, that's correct. I'm not wearing my seatbelt. So other than that, everything looks super solid. As far as interior features goes, there's a lot. So I'll go a little bit fast just for the sake of time, so this isn't like a 30-minute long video. But down here, you're gonna have your air-conditioned seats. You're also gonna have your heated seats, both of which working great. I prefer the AC ones. And then for the passenger as well, turn that off. So make sure your AC is working great. We'll put it on, yeah, from the top's probably fine. And yes, your AC is blowing beautifully, and it does blow cold. I don't know why everyone always asks that, but yes, the AC, it blows cold. So there you go. Turn that off, so make sure your audio's working. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's working really well. What kind of speakers do we have in here? It's freaking... Huh. Well, you have a very good audio system, so that was way louder than I thought it was going to be. But up top, you can connect your phone, you got your navigation. If it's missing anything that you wanted it to have, you can just download it in the app section, Bluetooth. So, I mean, you're pretty decked out, to be honest with you. Up here is going to be just more basic controls, you know, how to toggle this, toggle that. It'll control some of the stuff up here, so that's cool. Down here is going to be your mirrors as well as your headlights. You also have your seat presets, so one for you, one for your lady, and one for good measure. I don't know, but you do have a very small bit of wear and tear on the interior in here, but nothing major. So make sure windows roll down, windows roll up, down, and up. Sweet. You're also going to have a bunch of extra space as well as your plugins in here. More plugins, like it's a truck. You can plug anything into anything. So you got all the things. As far as the interior condition goes, it's awfully good. I'm not seeing any kind of rips, any tears, any stains, anything. So very, very nice. Back seat, same story. Very well taken care of. So we can go over features all day, but for the sake of time, we'll probably call that there. Let's pop the hood in the engine bay, check that out a little bit, and then that should be good for our video. All right. So also, just while we're here, here's a quick look at some of our lot. This is maybe, I don't know, like 30% of our cars. So we have more cars on the other side of our building over there, over on that side. But yeah, so it's not super important. You're the only one you're looking at, it's a truck. But I think it's nice to know who you're working with, especially when you're out of state. We do more business here than any independent dealer in the state, which is nice for sales to be busy. I appreciate it. But yeah, just wanted to show you a little bit about who we are. So there's a quick peek. So I don't know how mechanically inclined you are, but regardless of how much you know about cars, you should always look under the hood of any vehicle you're looking to buy. The reason being, even if you don't know anything about anything, you at least know what neglect looks like. So if you got like acid buildup all around your battery, all your metal pieces are covered in rust, then, you know, I'd probably ask some more questions personally. That being said, this is great. Very, very well maintained. There's really barely even any dust on it. So good stuff in here. If you are mechanically inclined, we can go into a little bit more detail, but we'll keep this video pretty user-friendly for now. Suffice to say, when you pop the hood of an engine bay, this is exactly what you want to see. There we go. So if you have any other questions or there's anything else you would like to see, just let me know. I'm happy to show you anything on here. But for now, this is your new truck.